Good evening, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody had a wonderful day. It's Nicky D, and welcome back to the Nicky D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2020 All College Football Predictions Week 12 show, where I, Nicky D, break down 16 of the top 25 games. I tell you who I think is going to win. I tell you who I think is going to lose. What matchup are you looking forward to tuning into on Saturday? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful day. And without further ado, let's get to our first matchup on the 2024 College Football Predictions Week 12 show. We've got number 20 Clemson going on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Panthers. And Pittsburgh, who has lost their last two games to SMU and Virginia, getting upset the last week. They've really struggled. Clemson, on the other hand, they fell down to number 20 this week, but they could still climb their way back up. They are not completely out of it yet. I expect Cade Klubnik to have a great game against this struggling Pittsburgh defense, and I'm picking number 20 Clemson to beat Pittsburgh. At our next matchup, we've got number 19 Louisville Cardinal going on the road to take on the Stanford Cardinals. And I think this is going to be a great matchup. I think Louisville is going to really establish a good running game here. And I think Stanford is going to do a good job at staying in the game for the first half. But I really think Louisville comes out firing in the second half, as I'm picking number 19 Louisville to beat Stanford. In our next matchup, we've got number 18 Washington State Cougars going on the road to Albuquerque to take on the New Mexico Lobos. And I don't think this game is going to be close at all. New Mexico has really struggled offensively this year, and Washington State just looks too good to lose right now. I'll be surprised if New Mexico even gets on the board in this one, as I'm picking number 18 Washington State to put the beat down on New Mexico. In our next matchup, we've got the Utah Utes going on the road into Boulder to take on Shedeur Sanders and number 17 Colorado Buffaloes. And I think Colorado really controls their own destiny at this set time when it comes to making the college football playoff. I think Shedeur Sanders is going to come out and have a great game. I think Travis Hunter is going to have himself a good game against this Utah offense as well. I think that this game is going to be very one-sided. I think Colorado is going to come out, put their foot on the accelerator and not let off, as I'm picking number 17 Colorado to beat down the Utah Utes. And up next on the 2020 All College Football Week 12 prediction show, we have the Arizona State Sun Devils going on the road to Manhattan to take on number 16 Kansas State Wildcats. And I really feel like Arizona State is one of those teams that maybe they should be ranked. They beat Utah earlier in the year when they were ranked. Arizona State is 7-2 on the year, and honestly, they've been having a pretty good campaign. I mean, but statistically, they've been playing better than Kansas State. Kansas State's quarterback has 7 interceptions thrown. And I don't know if this is a gut feeling, but upset alert. I'm picking Arizona State to beat number 16 Kansas State. In our next matchup, we've got the New Mexico State Aggies going on the road to Kyle Field to take on number 15 Texas A&M Aggies, and I think Texas A&M really turns up the volume in this game. The crowd will be the 12th man on the field this week, and I think they're going to put up a lot of points here. I think they're going to do a lot of it early. I think it'll be a 4-5 possession game at the half, and I'm picking number 15 Texas A&M to beat down New Mexico State. In our next matchup, we have the Boston College Eagles going on the road as they are at number 14 SMU Mustangs, and I think SMU has a really close game this week. I think Boston College's run defense is really going to eat at SMU and slow down this game. The Mustangs are going to want it at a faster pace. Boston College would do better if they slowed down the game, but I think SMU finds a way to get a much needed win as I'm picking SMU to beat Boston College. In our next matchup, we've got number 13 Boise State going on the road to take on the San Jose State Spartans. And honestly, I think Ashton Gentry is going to have himself a great game this week. I'm expecting at least 150 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, maybe even 3, as I think Boise State really turns it on the road here. I don't think San Jose State is going to have much of an answer for anything the Broncos do this week, as I'm picking number 13 Boise State to put the beat down on San Jose State. And up next on the 2024 College Football Predictions Week 12 show, we've got the 9-1 Mercer Bears going on the road to Tuscaloosa to take on number 10 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. And I think the Mercer Bears will keep this game close early. I expect it to probably be a 1-possession game at the end of the first quarter, but then I'm expecting Alabama to just completely turn the gas on. I don't think this game is going to be close at all, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bama drops 70. I'm picking number 10 Alabama to beat down the Mercer Bears. In our next matchup, we've got the Virginia Cavaliers going on the road to South Bend, Indiana, and they are at number 8 Notre Dame. Both teams are coming off of a win last week. Notre Dame beat Florida State by 49 points. Virginia with a big upset win over Pittsburgh last week. So both of these teams coming in with all the momentum in the world. I expect this game to be close in the first half. I think Virginia is really going to give Notre Dame all they can handle in the first half, but I think Notre Dame finds a way to pull ahead in the second half, and I'm picking number 8 Notre Dame to beat Virginia. In our next matchup, we've got number 7 Tennessee Volunteers going on the road between the hedges as they are at number 12 Georgia Bulldogs. And Tennessee has not beaten Georgia since 2016. I think if it's going to change, I think this is the year it's going to happen. Georgia really has been struggling over the last few weeks when it comes to turning the ball over. They lost to Mississippi on the road by 18 points last week, and Georgia really could be knocked out of the college football playoffs if they can't find a way this week. Tennessee has been too hot lately, winners of their last 4 straight, and I'm picking number 7 Tennessee to beat number 12 Georgia. In our next matchup, we've got the Kansas Jayhawks going on the road as they are at number 6 BYU Cougars. and BYU finding a way to survive last week against Utah. Kansas got a big upset win last week as they beat Iowa State. So Kansas with some momentum coming into this one. I think Kansas is going to keep this close in the first half, but I think BYU finds a way to survive yet again. I'm picking number 6 BYU to survive against Kansas. Up next on the 2024 college football predictions week 12 show, we've got number 4 Penn State going on the road to take on the Purdue Boilermakers, and Penn State has just been too good this year. Honestly, their only hiccup was against Ohio State, where Purdue has really struggled to win any games this year. I believe they only have one win on the season up to this point. So I really feel like this is going to be a one-sided beatdown, similar to what Notre Dame did to Purdue. I think Penn State is going to put the beatdown on Purdue. And our next matchup, we've got number 3 Texas going across the border to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks in Fayetteville. And I think Texas, along with Penn State, has just been too good this year. Texas's only hiccup was against Georgia and Austin. And other than that, Texas has really come out and shined. They were up 35-0 last week against the Gators at halftime. And Arkansas really is giving teams a fight at home, but I don't think that's going to be the case this week. I'm picking number 3 Texas Longhorns to get a big win in Fayetteville against the Razorbacks. And our next matchup, we have number 2 ranked Ohio State going on the road to take on the Northwestern Wildcats. And Ohio State has been pretty dominant all year. I expect them to be dominant this week as well. I think the running game really gets going. I think Judkins is going to have himself at least 100 yards and a pair of touchdowns on the ground. I think Ohio State really makes a statement early. I expect them to be up by about 4 or 5 possessions at half and really run away with it in the second half. I'm picking number 2 Ohio State to put the beat down on Northwestern. And our next matchup is our last matchup of the week. We've got number 1 Oregon going on the road into Camp Randall to take on the Wisconsin Badgers. And Oregon has just looked too good this year. Dillon Gabriel just looks next level. He could definitely be the number 1 pick in the draft this year if he decides to go that route. But the Ducks just look great defensively. They look great on the ground. They look great throwing the ball. And I don't think Wisconsin's going to have an answer for how great Oregon is at just playing football. I think Oregon gets a big-time win this week to remain undefeated, as I'm picking number 1 Oregon to beat Wisconsin. And that was the 2024 college football predictions week 12 show, where I broke down 16 of the top 25 games this week. What do you think is going to happen this week in college football? Let me know down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can be informed of when I drop my next video. And if you want to see some more of me, Nicky D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nicky D. This is the Nicky D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.